Hey guys, welcome back. So today, wow, what a freaking open today. I was literally predicting the opposite of what happened. So I was like, PED most likely gonna pull back, MOXC, this one, I wouldn't be surprised if it ripped up, which it kind of did at first, and then it really just fell off a cliff. So I was like, okay, pre-market, I had a few good winners. I was kind of like a little bit in the groove, but at the open, I realized, there's something really wrong with some of our lead gappers here. I don't really get why this one's running so much, and I don't really get why this one's selling off so much. So let me be extra careful. And that's why I didn't trade for probably like the first 5 minutes or so. I don't know, maybe like 4 minutes. Anyway, I was a little bit more cautious this morning. When we go to the charts in a second, you guys will probably understand why. I'm going to try to really focus on breaking that down, what I was seeing and why I was a little bit more hesitant jumping into the market first thing, and then understanding what kind of setups I'm looking for. So with MOXC, I was not really looking for any reversals anymore. I was not looking for any big moves. And I knew if I traded MOXC, I would not be making any more than probably around 2% profit on these potential little pops to the upside. So I was very conservative on my dips with MOXC. PED I kind of just missed, and then VBIV I kind of missed as well. So left a lot of money on the table today, but we're walking away green. I'm super happy for that alone. And then every time I leave profits on the table or I have a red trade or yada yada, it's a learning moment. And I think with time, you just gotta give yourself a little bit of time. And every month we get a little bit better. And us in like 1, 2, 3 years from now, it's gonna be it's an exciting place to think about. No need to cry over spilt milk or milk that hasn't been spilled. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is every day can be a good day, even if it's a red day. You just kind of have to have the long-term strategy in mind. Let's go to the charts now. Don't forget to drop the like, guys, if you enjoy the content. If you're totally new here, definitely consider subscribing. I'd love to have you join the extremely amazing community. And off to the charts we go. Boom, welcome back, guys. All right, so what are we talking about? Former gappers, or actually, hold on, former gappers, small cap gappers. Yeah, and then let me go to my list of what we traded today. We had a small amount of trades today, only like seven stocks, or 7 trades. Really, really low amount. But again, it's not about the amount. It's about the quality. Definitely. Quality over quantity sometimes with trading. We'll talk about why today could have been much better if I just increased the quantity a little bit more, because there was quality out there, and I'm a little bit kind of just holding myself back unnecessarily lately, which is what it is. I don't know. We only traded PED today and MOXC. We could talk about PED really quickly, and we wrapped up around $230 profit today, which is nice. It's okay. It's like it's better than a red day. So PED, let's see here. Let's go to it. This is one of our lead gappers right out of the gates. 8 billion float, US oil and gas company. They had indications that they had some interest to acquire a different company. Okay, not crazy about that catalyst, but still pulls up here about 130%, but then the pullback, and this is what really worried me, was 35%, and total from pre-market highs getting past 40%. So that was a huge red flag for me on the day. I gotta say though, this thing eventually kind of found some support, came back up here, and then had an absolute ripper here out of the gate, 47% move. I was thinking that maybe we'll have a little bit of flush here, maybe we'll see some support, have a red to green move, and then pop up over the 1.5, maybe have a pullback here, like really bit more calm, because MOXC had the 5 million float. That was our second lead gapper, while PED had the 8 million float. So I really thought PED was the one that was going to be a little bit slower today. It actually turned out to be the total opposite. So out of the gate, I did not trade. I was just like, wow, I was so wrong on my what I thought was going to happen. So let me be extra cautious. I actually didn't end up trading any of this on PED. And the reason for that is because I was so focused on MOXC out of the gates, which ended up being the right idea because I made a decent amount of money and it was my lead winner. But yeah, I don't know. It's sometimes hard to jump on so many things at once. PED had this really nice move here. I got to say, this whole move here was so unexpected. And I guess that kind of was foreshadowing kind of what was going to happen out of the gates the next time. So at the market open, it was also like this super unpredictable pattern. PED on this little pullback here, we were cracking VWAP, and it looked like 1.3 was really big support. And it also looked like selling momentum really dove off a cliff around 133, and then 133 broke. I had a limit order waiting at 132. I luckily got filled. We had a nice little size, and then we popped over here, and I sold right on the test of VWAP and then 9 EMA. So that was a pretty standard trade. The rest of this was, I felt a little bit unpredictable. Also, the way that PED constantly flushed was like really crazy. So I constantly was like, okay, well, PED's picking up again. This could be a good entry, maybe around VWAP. Boom, flushed way past that. So it's just like constantly not very safe taker to trade, I felt like. So I kind of actually avoided it. Getting long here on these quick pullbacks could be interesting, but you just don't really know when it's over. And these flushes on PED have scared the heck out of me, and that's a big reason why I avoided PED today. So let's quickly go over here to MOXC, which was actually the big one I was looking at, and this was chaotic out of the gate. So what I was expecting on MOXC was like we were having some really nice uptrends here. MOXC was looking pretty strong, 5 million float, Chinese internet, content and info company, infotainment or info internet content and info company. I'm already always iffy on the Chinese companies. I feel like they always trade way different than I expect. So that was like a little bit of a red flag, but it was holding its highs well, trending over VWAP, didn't pull back over 30% pre-market. It had agreed to new merger terms. It all sounded like pretty okay. Long-term MOXC, not very nice story. And we have a lot of these kind of attempted moves to the upside that typically don't work out too well. This was a bit of a reverse because we actually gapped up here tremendously and then we pulled back all the way. It's still technically agreed on the day 6-7%, but usually we'll have kind of these like little spiker days. So today was like almost the exact opposite of that. It was a very kind of weird situation here with MOXC. We knew we had really big resistance around 3.5. I was pretty weary about trading around 3.5 pre-market. So that was a big reason why I actually didn't trade this beautiful run here, which was 11%. Kind of missed out on that. I did like very simple dips on this one pre-market. Unfortunately, my first one, I didn't really get a full fill. The second one, I got a full size on. So this was pretty nice. That wrapped me up like a decent little profit pre-market. And then this catastrophe happened here. And if you don't trade dips, this probably looks like an absolute like disaster. But for me, I'm primarily a dip trader, so I really like these kind of setups. So we had a huge sell-off. I was really cautious with this because I was expecting actually a red to green move out of the gate. So red to green move on this would have been like a 6 to 10% pullback. So anywhere from like around 3.15 or so to around $3. So that's like the classic red to green. And then you would have move back above the 9 EMA and then a move ideally past VWAP, making you green on the day. So the daily candle is red, right? Like 6 to 10% pullback, and then all of a sudden it breaks back above VWAP or whatever it opened at, and now it's a green candle. That's a red to green. But it didn't. So I actually bought here looking for that, anticipating possible red to green. I had small size because I was like, this thing is selling off way too much. So I'm just going to kind of dip my feet in this one a little bit. Ended up, seeing huge resistance. I didn't want to mess with that. So I get out here pretty much at a break even. This was just a disaster of a trade. And I was like, okay, well, wow, I'm so wrong on this one, so I'm going to be extra cautious. Again, I kind of wait down here for a dip of 275 because it looked like this was big support. So when we crack that, I was like, okay, well, this looks actually like a good time to get long. I bought here at 26666, God knows how long. And then I was looking for a break back above 275. Again, showed some weakness, and I was so scared of a flush that I actually just ended up closing this one. So for a small profit. Similar situation here. I think I even took a loss on this one. No, this was a small, this was the small loss. And then I bought back here again, looking for a small move. Again, nothing crazy. I was not looking for a reversal. I was not looking for some sort of blow away win. I was just looking for simple base home runs. I mean, base hits, not base home runs. That doesn't even make sense. What I did do wrong on this one, though, and this is kind of unfortunate, we had one more dip here, and I even said this as it was happening live. Okay, we're having probably one more dip. We're going to probably go to like 253, and then we're going to have a little bit of bounce, maybe break the 9-minute EMA. That's literally what I said on this red candle. I had my limit order at 252, so I missed it by 1 cent. and then I missed this nice little bounce here of like 5%. There's no way I would have done all 5%. I would have probably got out at like 260 or 261 as we approach the 9 EMA because I'd be scared of flushes. But at the same time, that could have been my biggest winner today. That could have put me up $300-400 on the day. Just that one, just that one little tweak. So it's always crazy, how close you are sometimes to a red and a green day, and how sometimes close you are to like a really, really big green day. Every now and then we slay the green days, but today was just like kind of an okay day. I kind of feel like I'm happy today just walking away from big losses. Like today was just a tough day, and like flush centrals, I mean, you had big chances to make money with PED on that open, but wow, today was just absolutely dangerous. And then here's the last ticker I want to talk about very quickly, VBIV. This one, 150 million float, so just ginormous company, US biotech in terms of like what we're typically trading. Preclinical data for coronavirus, 1-dose vaccine. They apparently have like 2 vaccines going on right now. They have price target increases, which I usually don't care much about. But a lot of catalysts on this one, and had a huge bottom here at $3 on the daily chart, and now just massive relative volume. So this one had power behind it for such a large company. I kind of missed this one a little bit. I started looking at it when we were here at the potential double bottom. This is what I was talking about in the live stream. I was like, this looks like a double bottom. I'm not gonna lie. This is what I was like, this is what really was making me excited. I unfortunately did not trade this. I really, really wish I did. I honestly don't even know why I didn't. This thing had like the perfect kind of recipe for a slow volume kind of selling off. I didn't even buy the pullback here. So this is where, increasing my quantity is sometimes better than looking for just unnecessary quality, because like just taking constant trades on this one, even if a few are red, could have brought me to that next level of daily profit. So yeah, I missed this double bottom. I missed this pullback. What was the next one? I think I wanted to buy this pullback here at 506, or there was something else. I don't even really remember. I think it probably was this one. Anyway, like so many opportunities on this one, and I just kind of let them all slide by me. So yeah, I mean, you want to take your profits quickly, and you want to look for the best setups. But if there's good setups all around you, don't be too hesitant. And I think today I kind of was like just done mentally with trading. Like I was just like getting a little dizzy. I was like, oh my, past 10:30, yada yada. And the 10:30 rule is always good. So this was 10:30. This was like the all-time high of VBIV, and after that, the buy volume has been decreasing. So that's obviously a big rule I put on myself, because I start trading pre-market quite early, and that allows me to kind of maintain my overall just clarity in my head. After 10:30, after 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I've been trading for a long time. So it's just like, at one point I just need to walk away, which would have been the right idea today. And it was, so I did it. But yeah, I don't know, kind of interesting. I wish I would have maybe traded a few more times with VBIV, and definitely on MOXC. I don't even know why I didn't. So I'm just like kind of wondering, like, Alex, why did you just stop trading? It wasn't even 10:30 yet. So I got to think about that a little bit more. And, I think it's just like something that I'll get better with time, but I definitely go through phases. I'm currently going through one where I'm just like a little bit more pause off. I wish I could just jump back and be more aggressive, but I don't know. I think first realizing that I'm a little bit slower right now is step one. And then, addressing it. And, sometimes over addressing something is also not the right idea. So in the end, I'm green today. So I guess I didn't do too much wrong. So I guess I'll wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It was great fun trading with everyone again today. I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. Consider subscribing if you're new. And I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning, Friday. Ciao, ciao.